get the time to do the things you gotta do. Always moving forward, always on the go. I hope you take a moment to take it slow. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Baby, take a break, it'll be okay. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Know sometimes that it doesn't make sense. It's even harder to comprehend. It's a long night. Say goodbye, then hello. We came here from nowhere, going towards the unknown. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Baby, take a break, it'll be okay. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Baby, take a break, it'll be okay. Let me be the one to ease. I know it's hard when you don't get the time to do the things you gotta do. Always moving forward, always on the go. I hope you take a moment to take it slow. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Baby, take a break, it'll be okay. Let me be the one to ease your pain. sometimes that it doesn't make sense.
Good evening. So, natapos na yung pagbabasa ko and habang patulog ako, nagbabasa ako ng novel. And everlasting talaga yung nagtutunog-tunog dito. And you can hear it, guys. Nirecord ko siya. I have 3 videos recorded about those sa sounds na yun. Pero hindi ko alam kung saan ang galing. Ang akin kasi yung pakiramdam sa MF2 na with CR. Doon nagatunog siya. Kasi after matapos niya magtunog, pipindutin niya yung CR. Ganun ba? Parang sa MF2 sa basa. Siyempre, pag tulog na, matulog na din siya. So, I'm currently reading 50 Shades of Grey. Sorry about sa lights. Yan yung aking and I'm reading 50 Shades of Grey. This is a trilogy ba? Basta this is a trilogy and nasa trilogy pala. Nasa 1 pa lang ako. Okay. Nasa page 145 pa lang ako. So this volume 1 consisting of 514 pages. So I'm planning to finish this by Saturday. Itong isang volume na to. So ngayon is Wednesday, going to Thursday na because it's midnight already. And ang aking number of pages na nababasa per day is 100 plus na. So, gano'n nakabilis yung aking reading comprehension when it comes to reading novel. Madalis na siya. So, guys, thank you po sa 89 subscribers ko today. Thank you so much sa inyong lahat sa pag-subscribe sa akin. And yeah, hope sana dumami kayo. I am monitoring the 100 subscriber. The first 100 subscribers, guys. Very curious about this book kasi, you know, parang this is more on sexuality. You know, ngayon lang ako nakabasa ng ganitong book all of my life. Although napanood ko na yung movie, pero dito sa libro, nakadescribe lahat yung ginagawa. Kakalain mo yun. Pag ako'y nagbabasa, natatawa ako. So, watch nyo guys yung aking ang tawag dito, reading session, recap, review ng trilogy book na to, guys. So, yun lang. So, good night and see you tomorrow. Good morning guys! So, ngayon lang ako nag-vlog. Kagising ko lang and wala lang. And I will going to share with you what I am reading today. That 50 Shades of Grey guys. So, actually hindi pa ako tapos kasi hindi lang naman ito yung ginagawa ko again and again. Kasi I am reviewing. So, malapit ko nang matapos yung series 1. So, nasa 378 page na ako. Page 378. So, the book was okay. The book was full of knowledge. So, marami kang matututunan dito sa libro na to. Nandito lahat. Dun sa movie, hindi, actually, di naman nakasulat doon lahat, diba? Pero sa book, naka-elaborate lahat doon, guys. So, ganun pala yun, guys, no? So, I do not tackle this as much na nabasa ko, as much as I read. I will tackle this by August pa because I am targeting to finish the 3 books and 1 book. So, I'm targeting to finish 4 books for July, for the novel, in order for me to have a vlog this July about reading session, like recapping what the story in the book. So, I will try to recap or review the story, a brief story about the books. So, yeah, today is July 11 and it is 7:28 AM. So, nagising ako ng I think mga 5 minutes before 7. Pero as usual, gumising ako ng 7. Maga ako natulog 11 kagabi. And yeah. So today wala pang cancellation ng board exam ang mga nurse. Kasi I do believe na kailangan ng nurse. Lalo na sa panahon ngayon. Lalo na sa panahon ng ganitong crisis. So by then, I am working. You must do I have a work but it is not a full time and sometimes hindi pa yon grad. So wala pa. So kapag napili ako ang gagawa ng mga kailangan. Hindi ko na sasabihin yung work ko mahirap na, guys. So if ako mapili, nagkakaroon ako ng work abroad pero nandito ako sa Philippines and I'm thankful for that. So, I hope mapili ako. So, hindi naman yun full time, and I think 1 day lang or 7 days lang yun magagawa. Or for me, kasi sanay ako, I think I can do that 3 days to 4 days. So, yeah. That's all lang masasabi ko. Sana mapili ako, guys. Kasi I want to save money. Kasi I really want to move out here. Sana. Yeah. And I want to transfer kapag ako ay nakaipon ng money. Kasi, di man pwede akong umuwi kasi mahirap bumalik. Kasi yung balik probinsya, hindi ka kakabalik basta-basta sa Manila. So, if you have a board exam, hindi ka basta-basta kakabalik dito ng board exam din. You have many things to do. So, sabi ng mother ko, kailangan kong magstay dito hanggang November. If ever walang board exam, dun pa lang ako uuwi. Kasi, kaya ako nandito para sa board exam. Hindi para makikismisan, kung ano gawin. If you're hearing this sound, yeah? Do you hear that? So freaking sound is that. So, I don't know what's meant by this sound. Because sometimes, if they're doing that particular sounds, and sometimes they're doing on and off of the CR lights, like this. Then, it will turn on again, and then, magkakaroon ng sound na ganon. So, para siyang nagkikis-kis ng suklay, and sometimes, ball pen, like that. Ganun ang sounds niya. So, a crazy sound is that. Pero, hindi ko naman siya pinapakinggan. Hindi ko siya mapapansin kung hindi siya. Actually, hindi ko siya pinapansin kasi narinig siya ng mother ko, yung sounds na yun. Sabi niya, ano yung nagtulog? Hindi ko din alam kasi while I am studying, naka-headset ako. And, para makatulog ako, naka-headset din ako. So, I take it for granted. Hindi ko pinapansin yung sound na yun. So, sabi ko sa mother ko, ganun talaga dito, may mga sounds na kakaiba. Ako, hindi ko pinapansin. Kasi dati nga dito, meron pang yung siko ba yun ng paa, nagatuktok sa sahig. Yung sa dingding pala, inauntog niya yung kanyang sako. Sakong ba yun? Basta. At narinig namin yun doon sa may mirror, doon sa tabing room na yun. Tapos nalaman namin na yung pala yung dalawang reviewee. Yung nagatuktok ng paa. Akala namin kung ano. So, hindi ko na yan, wag mo na, ako for me, hindi ko na yan papansinin. Kasi, pag pinansin mo yan, maluluka ka lang. Don't overthink of the sounds you are hearing. So, it is not important. What is important is your life, you're safe, you are reading, you are studying, and you don't do no harm. You do no harm to others because you care. Right? So, that is the reality that you must face. Must do no harm to others. So, think positivity, and yeah. And, oh my God! So, I am very happy pag nakaipon ako ng money kasi I'm so happy na move out dito. Kasi yung aking lilipatang bahay is magiging bahay talaga namin. Rent-to-own namin yan. So, yeah. I'm happy and I'm so excited kasi wala nang hahawak sa akin ng ganito ang gawin mo, kailangan ganito, walang dictate sa'yo. So, I will gonna live dependent but independently. So, kasama ko yung aking kapatid na lalaki kapag lipat ko dun. Kasi I have here also mga kamag-anakan sa mga Sosa here in Manila. Especially mga relatives ko sa mga Sosa. So, hindi kami nagmi-meet kasi nandito ako sa dorm and I am focused on my review at dito na ako sa room ko. And yeah. Kahapon natapos ko nursing management and nursing management ang tinapos ko kahapon na core subject namin sa board exam. Actually, the board exam have 5 subjects, but it has many subjects included. So we have there nursing management, master management, leadership, ganyan. Ano pa ba? Nursing research, we have there nursing research. What else? Maternal nursing. Ano pa ba? Psychiatric nursing. So, 4 na subject na. And also, community health nursing. 5 subject. 6. What do you call this? Medical surgical nursing. So, sa medical surgical nursing, it involves many subjects. It involves pwede rin siya sa maternal nursing, pediatric nursing. We have oncology, different diseases of the system. So, hindi lang ganun. Mahirap ang nursing, guys. So, meron pang isa sa maternal. It involves also a system when it comes to reproductive system. More on maternal. So, hindi lang basta-basta ang nursing. So, sa nursing, we have also management. Nursing management and leadership. And also nursing research. So, yeah, as far as I know, I told it already before when I was reviewing last 2018. The first time I do vlog, I explain it well to you. That nursing here in the Philippines involves 500 items and it is mixtures of different subjects. And also we have pharmacology. Nursing pharmacology. At least you will know. You know drugs, dosages, and computations. And in-explain ko lang ulit ngayon kasi hindi na ako nagpa-vlog ng review ko kasi I've done with it review vlog. Natapos ko na. Kapag uli mong ginagawa yung pagbablog mo, so magsasawa sa iyo yung viewers mo. So I have a 1 year, I think 6-month vlog of review here in my YouTube channel. So before I have a 6-month vlog of dormitoriana, pagiging dormitoriana, the way what I eat here in dormitory, what's my life in dormitory, what a noisiness people, what a weird people, right? So I have also a 6-month vlog about my life as a student nurse. So it's really hard. And also I have here in my vlog is El Provinciana. Yun ang pinakamarami kong video sa aking vlog. Kasi, syempre, probinsyano naman ako. So, yeah. And I am so happy with this book. And I am so curious about it. So, sa movie, hindi naka-explain lahat. So, dito sa book, you will gonna learn a lot things. And you will going to smile. Yeah. What else? I am going to finish it today. because I am tracking what I am reading, especially the pages a day. Kasi yung process ng reading ko, I been exercising my reading comprehension, and natapos ko, ang aking na-track a day pages is 100 pages at first. Nung first pala, mga 40 pages, then naging 100 pages. Ang kaya ko palang basahin in a day is 150 pages. Pero mayroon pa akong halo na pag-aaral nun. So, if I will gonna have a vlog na 24 hours reading, and I will gonna check kung gaano kadami nababasa ko in 24 hours, like one day. So, hindi man siguro na dito ako mag-vlog ng reading 24 hours na yan. So, yeah. Hi guys, good evening. Today is July 11, Saturday. And yeah, I am going to finish this book. And right now, nasa chapter 25 na ako. And this book ay 26 chapter. I am at chapter 25 and I am at page 488. Yeah, while reading this book kanina guys, I have something istorya sa inyo. Let's tanggalin natin yung headset ko. So, after lunch, I'm resting in my room and reading novels as well. Pang mga resting hours, like walang kuryente, nagbabasa ako yun ng novels. So, yun ang mga resting piece ko. So, while resting, may nag-alulong sa labas. For sure na tao yun. Parang, oh, ganun. Ang weird. Sabi ko, huh? Diba? Sinong nasa katanyuan na tao ang magaganon? Siyempre, lumabas ako. Kasi, pag nasa katanyuan ka, siyempre, you will know who is that. You will not take for granted. Baka ikaw pa ang pagkanas. Kailangan mo malaman. You must care. You must do care to others. So, you need to go outside in your door and let know who is that. And I saw who is that. And she told me, sorry po, ganon. Ang weird talaga. Hindi ko alam ha, pero kung sa iba yan, parang nababaliw na yata. Yung mga ganon tipo. Kaya hindi ko na pinansin afterward. So, right now, nagbabasa ako nito. Then, may nagsasalita sa labas, naglalakad siya po dito. And, hindi ko alam kasi ngayon lang yan nangyari. Baka siya din. I don't know. Guys, kasi dito sa amin, sa tapat namin ni sister sa ngayon, tahimik dito. Kasi, kung ako yung mag-iingay na gano'n, nagbabasa lang ako ng lecture notes. So, sorry about the background. May naririnig kayo na parang laruan na pinapatunog. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you guys. Hindi ko alam kung yun kung saang floor yan. Baka feeling ko sa baba yan, second floor yan guys So, ayun. So, right now, gabi na ngayon. It's about, anong oras na? 9:25. Actually, hindi ako nanonood ng TV. Katulad nung ako yung nag-work, ako yung nag-work sa Makati. May TV din kami, pero hindi ako masyado nanonood. Kaya sabi ng mga katrabaho ko ay, alam mo ba yung nangyari sa ganito. Ay, hindi ako nanonood ng teleserye. So, bakit hindi ka nanonood ng teleserye? Kasi nagbabasa ako ng mga novel books. Yun ang aking inaatupag, hindi pa nanonood ng TV. Kung nanonood na ako ng TV, mga news lang, guys. Sabi, you are not into this world. So, hindi kasi ako ganun Mas okay pa sa akin magbasa ng books, novel, ganyan. So, I just share you this. So, malapit ko na matapos ang isang book. And thank God. Kasi last June, nag-start akong magbasa ng novel kasi all of my life, nagbasa ako noong mga April and May, hindi ko natutuloy. Ngayon lang ako nagbasa ng, I track how many page I read in a month, ganun. I track. And then, noong June, na-track ko siya, 840 plus pages yung aking nabasang pages. Yun ay 2 books and yung isang book hindi ko natapos, pero more or less 840 plus pages in a month. So habang ako'y nagbabasa, kasi noong una parang pumalik sa dati yung pagbabasa ko, para siyang slow, ganyan. Nung ako'y nag-work, mabilis ako magbasa pagdating dito. Sorry about the sound. So mabilis ako magbasa, para siyang nag-slow, and then yung June, nag-improve ulit. Ang bilis ko na ulit magbasa. Kailangan kong yung sarili, ibalik yung pagbabasa ko nito. So, kailangan kong magbasa ng libro. So, ngayon, this is 500 pages, and kailan ako nag-start magsimula nito? Let me see sa aking journal. So, nagbasa ako nito. Nag-start ako So, I check kung ilang araw ko siyang binasa. Pero hindi full-fledged na 24 hours or 16 hours, ha? So, nag-start ako magbasa nito is July 8, last Wednesday. And matatapos ko ngayong araw. Almost 4 days ko natapos ang 500 pages. Dati kasi yung icons, 500 plus pages din siya. 535 pages. Pero natapos ko siya ay ilang araw. Because I track how I read it. Kasi hindi naman ako mabagal magbasa dati. Ngayon, bumabalik na yung pagbabasa ko. So, the icon, I track it for almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, I track how I read the icons ni Margaret Stoll. And according to how I track how many days I read that book, I incurred 11 days just to read that, pero hindi full-fledged 24 hours, di full-fledged na 4 hours. It is somewhat like for 24 hours, syempre I sleep for 8 hours. So, I read for almost 2 hours a day. I read for 3 hours a day. Like, yung 3 hours na yun, hindi yun sunod-sunod na 3 hours. So, sometimes in the morning, I read for almost 40 minutes. And sometimes I read for 1 hour, just incur 3 hours a day read of novels. So, I do track how I read the novels, and nagpabalik na yung mabilis kong pagbabasa. So, sabi nung mga booktuber, para daw mabilis kang magbasa, you must have an audiobooks. Pero hindi ako into audiobooks, guys. Gusto ko nahahawakan ko yung libro. Gusto ko nalalamnam ko yung mga letters, na hawakan ko yung libro. Kasi pag audiobooks, I'm not into it. Hindi ko ma-feel. Gusto ko nahawakan ko yung libro. Ganun din ako pag ako ay nung ako'y nag-aaral ng college ako. Kaya marami akong books. Even nung high school ko, I have books. Kaya sanay ako na may book ako. Hindi ako mahilig sa audio. So, mas maganda daw kasi yung audio kasi may audio ka na, may libro pa. So, once you open the book and you are hearing the voice, then you are reading the book. Parang masabi sa mga booktuber, mas maganda daw yung ganon. Ganon din sa pag-aaral, mas maganda daw yung ganon, guys, na nasa harapan mo yung libro, then pinapakinggan mo yung nagsasalita, nag-explain. So, hindi ko pa experience yung audiobooks na yun, guys. Pero, masanay talaga ako ng actual na hawak ko ang libro. Na wala akong pinapakinggan. Basta kung may pinapakinggan man ako, music lang. So, I don't care kung ano man. So, basta ako, nagbabasa ng libro. And I am so happy because today, July, nagbago yung status ko ng pagbabasa. Naging 4 days na for yung 5 days, yung 11 days ng June, like 500 plus pages. Ngayon, 4 days na lang. Charot! And of course, I'm so happy pag mga ganun tipo. Yun ang mga maliliit kong kaligayahan, guys. Hindi man ako tawag dito, a gold digger, like, wanting so much more na ganun, yung mas guys. Pero ang akin kasi is mababaw lang kaligayahan ko, guys, yung mga ganun. So simple happiness, small happiness counts, kung ika na ang ibig ko sabihin, and I am so happy about it. So I really love this book, and marami akong natutunan sa book na to, guys. So I am not experts when it comes to beds, like make love with someone like that. Kasi hindi naman ako tipo na nakipag-deep in sa isang lalaki and doing those things like that. No, I'm not like that. So, ngayon, nung nabasa ko yung 50 Shades of Grey, ay ganun pala yun. So, yung pag sinabi mong love, ganun ang pagkikipag-make love sa love mo talaga. Kung mahal ka ng lalaki, ganun ang make love sa'yo. Hindi yung tipong parang, hindi naman, kumbaga si Christian dito, diba, siya'y dominant. Diba? Pero yung kanyang pagiging dominant, hindi may, yung pagsakit niya dun sa babae, hindi man grabing curse tulad noong sadist natin yung nakikita. Yung pananakit niya dun sa babae, something like with love. So, yung kanyang pakikipag love make dun sa babae, it has something to do with the love na. Kumbaga, yung pagiging sadist nilang na ganyan, pagiging dominant, may konti lang siya. Hindi man exaggerated, guys. So, I really love this book, guys. So, doon ko na-realize, guys, na wala pa akong na-experience na love na like that. Na yung pagdating sa ganun, sa mga makeup na ganun. So, it means, wala pang nagmamahal sa akin na super love ako. Now, I realize. So, in this book, na-realize ko na pag nagkikipag-make love, dapat talagang with full passion, with rhythm. Basta there's something with the gaze and voice like that. So, basta. Ang ganda ng story. I have learned a lot from this book. So, at my age, I am 37 years old. So, this is not, what do you call this? A parental guidance to read. Because I am a lady and ready to have a boyfriend and have a husband. And, I learned a lot. So, soon now, I know, sana yung aking maging asawa ay love na love ako. So, ayoko ng lalaki na parang nananakit na tipong psychotic, nagagawin ka ng luka. Ayoko ng ganyan mga lalaki, guys. So, ko love na love ako, guys. Yung ayoko ng seloso, pero gusto ko love na love ako, doing things just to make me happy, doing things for the good of our life and our future kids. Yung mga ganyan, helping the parents, syempre, kasi matatanda na. Yung mga ganun tipo, guys. I really look up to, forward for a guy like that. So, as of now, wala pa akong boyfriend na tulad na mahal ako talaga. Now, I realized that in this book, hindi ko pa na-experience talaga yung boyfriend na mahal ako. Na ako lang talaga. Yung mga ganun. Si Christian Grey, marami siyang naging, hindi mang girlfriend, kundi mga siya. Anong tawag doon? So, si Christian Grey, meron siyang mga naging babae, pero yun yung mga binabayaran niya just to satisfy his needs or the sex matter. So, submissive ang tawag doon. So, hindi naman niya tinuturing na girlfriend niya yung mga yun, guys. So, pag sinabi niya girlfriend niya, iba yung turing niya, guys. Maybe, he will do the things submissive, pero iba yung way of making love like that. So, si Christian Grey is into one lang siya pag nagmahal. Yun nakita ko dito sa 50 Shades of Grey. Kahit dominant siya, isa lang siya. Gusto niya kanya lang talaga. Walang ibang kahate. Ganun. Kaya, he was just a stalker. Lahat dapat alam niya. And, napakaswerte niya din kay Anastasia. Kasi, this Anastasia is a virgin and gagraduate pa lang ng college. Like that. She was a virgin, guys. And, she really an innocent, guys. Maybe she knows boyfriend thing like that, pero she was innocent when it comes to love. All she knows is pag mahal mo ganito dapat ganyan, hindi yung mga ganun. Now I realized while reading this book, except for the movie, kasi sa movie iba din naman yung explanation, iba yung ating pagkaintindi. Pag sa movie kasi, edi mga actress acting lang yun. Pero pag binasa mo sa aklat, guys, iba talaga. There is in this book, I realized what is the meaning of true love talaga. So, to making love like bed scene like that. Now I realize if someone loves you and hindi mo nakikipag-sex sa iyo like that, through this book malalaman mo kung talagang mahal ka ng isang lalaki, guys. For me, wala pang nagmamahal sa akin katulad ng pagmahal ni Christian Grey kay Anastasia. Even though Christian Grey is dominant, like a little sadist, pero hindi naman yun yung aking sinasabi, point ko sa story. Ang sa akin, guys, is si Christian Grey is parang siya ay what do you call this? Only one lang kung magmahal. Anong tawag dun? Isa lang siyang magmahal. Pag sinabing mahal niya ito, kanya lang, walang kahati. Yes, gusto niya yung ganun. Diba? He will do anything for Anastasia. Like, he will gonna travel kahit malayo. He was there. Like, ganun. He have time always. Kapag he gives notebook like that, laptop, just to chat him, just to know if he is okay, just to keep in touch. And he give also cellphone na parang sa kanya lang, para may communication sila palagi. Wala kang dito sa librong ito, wala akong nakita na hindi sila nagkaroon ng communication. They have always time to help each other, even malayo sila sa isa't isa. So, I found out na if you love someone, there is always a time for you. There is no way na walang time sa'yo. Yun ang natutunan ko sa librong ito. So, yan. Mamaya, tatapusin ko na at malapit na ako sa volume 2. Pero bago mag-volume 2, magbabasa muna ako ng isang subject ko sa review. And, napakasaya ko. Yung alam mo, tipong pa nakatapos ka ng isang book, super satisfied ka. Super happy ka. And, by reading that book, you learned a lot. Not only for knowledge in school, you learn a lot when it comes to our life. Yung yung life natin, a lot about love. Hindi lang yung puro theories sa nursing. Kasi exaggerated na yung brain cells ko sa pagbabasa ng mga theories. So I need to read different that will escape from the reality of what is happening today, the crisis, like the virus itself, and what is going on my surroundings. So these books help me a lot, and I am so happy every day, even though I am alone. If they're telling me something, anything else, I am so happy. I don't care. Only God knows who I am. And those persons who knows me as well. So, yeah. Yay! Super happy ko. Happy reading, guys. This is, what do you call this? Reading vlog. So, iba pa yung aking reading session, a recap of the book. So, by August ko pa yun i-upload, guys. Hindi ako updated. As you can see, yung aking vlog dyan, na reading vlog, June ko pa yun. And yung aking haul, June ko pa rin yun. Kasi, hindi naman lahat kagad dumadating yung order mo na books. At yung mga books ko na binibili ay super pre-love lang. Kasi nagtitipid ako. Pero hopefully this August, magkaroon ako ng brand new. Kasi, kailan ko ako magkakaroon ng brand new? Kasi nakita ko ang mahal-mahal na mga brand new. Pero I have one. I have two brand new nga pala. I have two brand new Sarah Raas. Pero magkakaroon ako ng isang libro, we will see the brand new. So, pag nagkaroon ako ng brand new, maaring doon na lang ako bumili sa kanya ng brand new. Kasi, he buy those in America, I think. Then, he sell it to Philippines sa much lesser price. So, sa mga bookstore, I think, mga 1,000 plus, like that. Less 300 ang sales. Hindi man sale ang price sa kanya. And also, they also make it an installment pay. Like, if you want to have a Harry Potter UK edition for a 6 volume of it, like, it is costing to 4,000. If you want a Lord of the Rings, like 4,000, or you have a Harry Potter for 10,000 pesos set, the bookstore really help the student, really help those who want to read, na makabili ng mga books na super mahal. Like, as you can see, yung Harry Potter is 1,200 plus yung UK edition. If you want to buy a set of this, pwede ka mag-installment sa kanila. Doon sa mga may work na mahilig sa libro magbasa. Siguro kung ako nag-work, nakukuha ako ng installment na yun, guys. Kasi pwede mong i-install siya. Kasi yung Harry Potter books is, I think, naabot ng mga 10,000 kasi. Pero yung ngayon lumalabas na 6 volume, I think, is 6,000, mga 7,000 plus, guys. Yun. Yung isang set. Pero if you buy individual, 1,200 plus. So, yun yung price. So, I have also a known supplier na 1,200 yung book ng hardbounds na National Bookstore yung libro. Pero sa kanya, less 300. So, around 900 plus lang. Umorder nga ako ng brand new. Like, kasi sa Amerika yung galing, guys. And so, sa kanya patutumbukin yun. So, they wanted to deposit. Kailangan mag-deposit ka sa kanila ng 75%. So, in-order kong book sa kanila, 750. Pero pag bumili ka sa National Bookstore as a fully book, 1,000 plus. Can you imagine that? You just wait for 1 month para dumating yung libro kasi galing sa ibang bansa. And I'm so happy. I want to know kung totoo nga to, at I'm excited, guys, kasi pag maganda to, guys, bibili ako next month sa kanya ng mga 2 books na hard kasi original, guys. So, yeah. So, yun pala nga, I have news, guys, sa mga booktuber dyan, yung mahilig mga basa ng mga novels. If you want to order at Amazon, guys, kailangan mag-sign up ka pa sa ibang page para doon ipadala yung inyong order para mura lang ang shipping fee. So, hindi ko pa na-try yun, pero maraming booktuber na gumagawa ng dito sa Pilipinas. Kasi kapag directly, like sa Amazon, ang shipping fee is costing to 1,000 plus, I guess 1,200, pero kundi lang yun yung binili. Pero kapag ikaw ay nag-register sa kanila papadala yung package mo, and you will incur not 1,000 plus, I think you will incur 200 plus, 300 plus, and they will send you via door to door, and mas kakatipid ka, depends on gaano kabigat yung binili mo. So, And yeah, I'm so happy and so very, you know, yung feeling ko, satisfied ako sa libro. And yeah, see you tomorrow or any other days because I am reading books and I'm studying pa. So, yeah. Bye! So, yun guys. Natapos ko na yung book 1. Let's go to book 2, The 50 Shades Darker. So, ayan guys. Natapos ko na. And nandito na tayo sa 50 Shades of Grey. So, ayan. Charot! Can you imagine that? Natapos ko ang 50 Shades of Grey ng how many days? 4 days. So, 4 days ko siyang natapos at ang 50 Shades of Grey is 514 pages. So, may development sa pagbabasa ko. So, ito yung tracker ko sa pages reads ko. So, book title, 50 Shades of Grey, 514 pages. So, natapos ko siya. I'm so happy. So, nasa 50 Shades Darker na ako. So, kaya siya tinawag na 50 Shades of Grey Secret. So, I will going to do a recap after reading all these books, guys. Kung bakit yung cover niya ay ganito. Bakit yung cover dun sa one ay ganon. Kung bakit siya 50 Shades of Grey. So, I will going to have a reading session, a recap review of these 3 books. I will going to make it by first week of August. Guys, syempre, for June yun eh. Yung mga binasa ko ng June. Diba? So, ayan. So, excited na ako dito. Ito yung cover niya. Anong ibig sabihin niya? We will going to tackle this by August, first week of August. Para lahat-lahat sabay-sabay na yung mga binasa ko. And by quarterly, I will going to have a... So, ayun, we will gonna have a rating. So, nag-start ako magbasa is every 3 months tayo gagawa ng rating. So, yung start ako magbasa is April, pero hindi man ako masyado aware sa binabasa ko kasi nagbabasa ako ng notes and nagsasagot ako ng questions. So, ako talaga sa pagbabasa at pagsagot ng 2 volume na libro. Binabasa ko yung Dear John noon, pero pa isa-isang pages lang guys. Pero, natapos ko siya June. Ako nag-start talaga. Inulit ko yung binasa ko. So, June, 2 book. Then, ngayon. So, June, July, August. In 3 months, I will gonna have, what do you call that? Quarterly freak out tag rating of books that I read. Yung according to my own critics about the book. So, we're going to rate the book. What is the best book that you read for 3 months, like that. Yung mga who is the best author, and the comparison, and you know, we were going to rate that. So, I am so happy. We're gonna make that by September, 3 months, after 3 months. So, yeah, see you tomorrow, and magpapahinga na ako. Bukas, mag-aaral naman ng another subject. Magbe-verbalize ulit. Siyempre, kailangan natin i-verbalize yung inaaral natin. Kung nakatahimik lang, hindi man na-absorb ng mga brain cells ko yung inaaral ko kapag nagabulong-bulong na ako. Kailangan i-shout out ko. I-verbalize ko lahat yung nakasulat sa notes ko. Ganun ako mag-aral. Alam nyo ba yung analyzation and pathophysiology when you verbalizing what is written on your notes or what is written in the book? The pathophysiology of that is like this. You were going to voice out the notes that you read. You will gonna hear the words na yung binasa. Pag na-hear mo yun, ma-absorb yun ng tympanic mo hanggang pumasok sa brain cells mo, mag-absorb sa iyong utak, then marirealize mo, ayun, matatandaan mo siya, guys. That is the reason. And the reason of it is that when you're verbalizing, your jaw is moving. And there is dito na muscle going to your head that will exercise your brain to remember what you are saying. So, yun yung pathophysiology ng ears. Kaya mas maganda na pag nagbabasa ng notes sa review, bine-verbalize mo. So, mas magbe-verbalize ako. So, yeah. Good night! Yun ang masasabi ko when it comes to psychiatric. Ulitin ko, kapag ikaw ay distracted sa ingay, it means normal ka. Kasi nadinig mo eh. Kung ikaw ay hindi distracted sa ingay, at wala kang pakailam, like wala kang nadidinig, there's something wrong with you. Kasi hindi mo naiingay, sobrang ingay na eh. Hindi mo naiingay yung sound, i-distracted na nga yung sound eh. So, there's something wrong with you if you don't hear that sounds, guys. So, it's better na narinig mo. So, that's all for today and see you tomorrow.